All right, guys. So we are briefly going to talk about the Supergirl casting here for James Gunn's DC universe. Okay, haven't talked too much about that, but we're going to touch on that a little bit. But before we get into that, welcome to the Nerd Talk by MVH. My name is Matthew Haynes. Okay, so we've been hearing a bunch of news about who was going to be playing Supergirl and all the actors and all the actresses that they, had in the lineup for this, right? But they have, comicbook.com, shout out to them real quick, has reportedly, they made a report here saying that the DCU's search for Supergirl has narrowed down to Millie Alcock and Meg Donnelly. Now, if you guys don't know who Millie Alcock is, she was actually, she played a young Rhaenyra Targaryen in House of the Dragon. So please check that out. If you guys are, if you haven't checked out Game of Thrones at all at this point in life, just please go ahead and do so. Okay. But I have some thoughts on Millie. We'll get to her in a second. And Meg Donnelly was in the Zombies movies over on Disney, the Zombies 1, 2, 3. And I forgot what other movie here she did. I actually have her stuff pulled up right here just so I can have my facts in front of me real quick about what she was in. But yeah, she was in Zombies, Zombies 2, Zombies 3, movie or show called American Housewives. She was in the Winchesters, which didn't last long. I think she was actually playing the mother in that. High School Musical, the musical, the series. High School Musical, the musical, the series. And a couple of other projects and like animated series and whatnot like that. So I'm not too familiar with her work. I haven't really seen her in anything, so I cannot speak on her acting here, and so I won't. But I can speak about Millie. I will say Millie is my personal choice just because I've seen her acting. I know what she's capable of. I know what she can do. I've seen what this woman is able to do on screen, and she has a lot of range. She has a lot of quirkiness, a lot of fun when it comes to that, because Supergirl can be that quirky fun, but she can also be super serious, and so it depends on the route they decide to take with Supergirl. But I already know her acting chops, man. I've seen her. She has the look. She got the face, everything. She's also my personal fan cast for Gwen Stacy, for Spider-Gwen. Okay, she's my personal fan cast for a live action Spider-Gwen. If they were going to do live action Spider-Gwen, I would choose Millie Alcock. That's me. She got the facial features and everything. If not Haley, I would choose Millie, because she got the whole look going for her. So I think she would make a perfect Supergirl. I'm patiently just twiddling my thumbs, just waiting for the news, because I'm just hoping. But the fact that both of the actresses have reportedly screen tested for the role says it's pretty exciting. Now as for Meg, the only thing I can really speak about her is her looks. It's just, when you're casting like a blonde character, I kind of touched on this a little bit when on the video here in this channel about Sue Storm for Fantastic Four, is, when you're casting a blonde character, you can pretty much get any generic, blonde chick to play them. It's really not even that deep, really. Supergirl is blonde. At least the OG Supergirl, was blonde, white blonde girl. That's it. And now we're going to talk about Sasha Calle for a little bit, because I don't think Supergirl only needs to be blonde and white, by the way. Let me just make that clear. I think anybody can play Supergirl. I don't care what color. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what nationality they are. I feel like they can do whatever. Supergirl could be any color. I just want to make that very clear. Okay. I'm just saying, if they're going with a blonde Supergirl, anybody, they can just get any generic blonde girl and it'll work. Sasha Calle, I was so happy when I heard the casting for her and seeing her, because I said this on the main channel, but I used to watch Young and the Restless with my mom, and she was on Young and the Restless. And, that I already seen her acting chops on that show, and they brought her. She has such a great vibe about her. I refuse to watch the Flash movie. I haven't watched it yet. I refuse to watch it. The only reason I would watch it is for Sasha, just because I loved seeing her in that Supergirl costume. She looked so badass. Everything about her just looked amazing. The hair, the costume, she had the look of, Clark's daughter, Clark's and Lois's daughter in the comic books, in one of the iterations of the comic books, where she had the kind of short, haircut in that similar costume. And I loved seeing her in that costume. So it is a shame that we're not going to be continuing to see her Supergirl in James Gunn's universe. It just kind of sucks. We are going with the generic. If we are going with the generic look for Supergirl, it is a little disappointing. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, her original appearance, she was just this white blonde girl, and that's that. I would have liked if they kept Sasha personally, just because I liked her look more. she had, and the actress as well, but it was a different approach for Supergirl. You know, it's not like the same kind of carbon copy thing that we're used to seeing. Like you know, that you kind of get tired of that after a while, but it doesn't mean other people can't get opportunities. So if Millie and, you know, Meg, you know, congrats to both of them for at least testing, making it down. I mean, if either one of them, you know, get this role, it'd be super big for their careers. It'd be super big for, you know, for them. You know, hopefully they do justice to the character and we get to see a pretty good, you know, version of Supergirl. That's all I can really say concerning that. I'm just hoping that, you know, they make the right choice with this. I don't care. Like, I've seen some people, you know, complaining in the comments about how, like, oh man, it's just the same generic, you know, white girl. I mean, whatever. If this is the approach that they're deciding to take, that it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna really think about it. I just hope that the actress that they choose will be a good fit. So yeah, I'm excited for his, you know, James Gunn's new plan for DC. It's a reset because the DCEU is done. It's a reset. It's done. We got to see what happens with this. I am disappointed it's not going to be Sasha. It doesn't mean that they can't bring her back in some way. They could if they really wanted to, but maybe that's just not the route, because, you know, the approach they took for her version of Supergirl was much darker. So maybe they're just trying to avoid that type of dark, you know, thing. So maybe they're trying to do something a little bit different. But anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. How you're feeling about this casting, potential casting for Supergirl in James Gunn's DCU. I would like to hear your thoughts down below. Okay, that's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Clockmaster